Donald Trump was in a New York courtroom this morning because of the hush payments he paid Stormy Daniels back in 2016 so she wouldn't derail his presidential campaign. I mean, who even knows if that would have made a difference after the Access Hollywood tapes. But he gave a press conference in which he tried to justify accepting foreign money to pay off his bonds.
Would you ever accept money from a foreign government to pay the bond or your fines or?
No, I don't do that. I think you'd be allowed to, possibly. I don't know. I mean, if you go borrow from a big bank, many of the banks are outside of this. As you know, the biggest banks, frankly, are outside of our country. So you could do that, but I don't need to borrow money. I have a lot of money. I built a great company.
One of Donald Trump's favorite lines to use is that all these charges against him are because we live in a banana republic. Now, the definition of a banana republic is a Central American country that's politically unstable and has only one export: bananas. So they rely on foreign investment. Donald Trump ran his first and only term, like a banana republic, only it wasn't bananas, it was access. He gave access to Saudi Arabia in exchange for $2 billion to his son-in-law. He gave access to China in exchange for fast-track patents for his daughter, Ivanka. He gave access to foreign countries because they stayed at his hotels. And he also overcharged Secret Service for staying at his hotels, which doesn't even have anything to do with foreign countries. It just goes to show you how much of a crook Donald Trump is. So that's how he ran his presidency, and it's how he wants to run the country again. It's an access republic where the currency is access to Trump and the Trump family. So Biden actually wasn't standing on the sideline for all this. They hit back at Donald Trump after his press conference. They released a statement which says Donald Trump is weak and desperate, both as a man and a candidate for president. He spent the weekend golfing, the morning comparing himself to Jesus, and the afternoon lying about having money he definitely doesn't have. His campaign can't raise money. He is uninterested in campaigning outside his country club. And every time he opens his mouth, he pushes moderate and suburban voters away with his dangerous agenda. America deserves better than a feeble, confused, and tired Donald Trump. Biden's team there dialing up the campaign mode. Really easy to do when you have Donald Trump continuing to embarrass himself during these court appearances. And if you have any hesitancy as to whether or not Donald Trump is turning off voters every time he opens his mouth, let's talk to Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski.
I don't think that it can be defended. What happened on January 6th was an effort by people who stormed a building in an effort to stop an election. I wish that as Republicans we had a nominee that I could get behind. I certainly can't get behind Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm. Are you considering being an independent at this point?
Oh, I think I'm very independent-minded.
Officially.
I just regret that our party is seemingly becoming a party of Donald Trump.
Yeah. You becoming an independent caucusing with Republicans, is that something you're open to?
I am navigating my way through some very interesting political times. Let's just leave it at that.
It's very clear here that Joe Biden is not the one running the banana republic. It was Donald Trump back in his one term, and he wants to do it again. So that's the question. That's the decision we have to make in November. Do we want the American patriot, or do we want the fascist banana republic leader who's only in it for himself?